gonna be terrible.
Hello and welcome to Best of the Bottom. We're bottom class people drinking bottom shelf booze. And I'm Justin.
Dan.
And tonight I got a little special thing I want to promote here. So, a friend of mine has a foundation to honor her brother that had passed away a couple of years ago. And this foundation is called Letters to Kevin, the KLG Foundation. And this foundation, it is called the Hair Heathens Kevin Griffith Foundation, was started in memory of Kevin Griffith. His dedicated contribution to the cosmetology industry for over 30 years goes unrecognized and has greatly impacted many lives through years. Kevin originally went to school and graduated from Ogle Cosmetology Schools in Dallas, Texas. The KLG scholarship will be awarded to a student who desires to get their degree from Ogle Cosmetology School. All participants are required to turn in an application along with an essay answering questions included in the application. These applications and essays will then be read by Kevin's mother, and then she will decide who's going to get the scholarship. And so the KLG Foundation, it is a 501c3 nonprofit corporation, and the scholarship awards $1,000 to the person winning that is awarded the scholarship, and then the Ogle University will match that with another $1,000 scholarship. So if you would like to apply for the scholarship, if you have a passion for cosmetology, doing hair in the art form that it is, go ahead and, well, if you're in the Dallas area or are looking to move to Dallas, there is an application available to you at hairheathens.com. And I included the website link in the comment in the bio below. And if you would like to donate and help these people out, there's also an option to donate at the website as well. So I just wanted to get that promoted real quick. I'm helping out a friend. This is not a paid promotion. This is just something to help somebody out, and it's a good cause. So if you're interested in donating, go to hairheathens.com, or if you have passion for cosmetology and you want to learn the art, you can apply there for the scholarship. Now, on with the show. The way we usually get this podcast started is we start with the bag of doom. In this bag, we got a handful of random shots. And what we're going to do is we're going to reach into this bag and we're going to take said random shot. What I do is I go to a local liquor store, drugstore, whatever, and I go to the clerk and I say, hey, hand me 10, 12, 6 random shots. And I take those shots, put them in this bag, so I have no earthly idea what we're actually going to take that comes out of here. And Diane usually goes first, so reach into the bag.
Okay. Not so smooth this time. Revel Stoke peanut butter flavored whiskey.
And I will be drinking Squirrel peanut butter whiskey.
Ooh.
Let's find out how this tastes.
Oh no, what do I do if I can't open it and you're not here? Oh, there we go.
You just throw it on camera until it works. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, 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 oh no. No, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Mine's not bad.
Well, we've established Revel Stoke does have some good stuff. Because I did the pecan one, and that was freaking delicious.
Yeah, this is just downright tasty.
Oh. It tastes like a burnt peanut butter sandwich that somebody poured some old Jack Daniels on.
Mine
Ugh.
tastes like a mother's hug and, just rainbows and butterflies.
No, siree. Anyways, let's get to the admin. This is Best of the Bottom. If you enjoy this podcast, you can find us on YouTube. We live stream on Twitch. Also live stream to the Best of the Bottom page on Facebook. We also do audio versions. That's on Podbean and Apple Podcasts, although there seems to be a slight technical glitch going on with Apple Podcasts that I'm trying to work on. But you can for sure find the audio version at Podbean. I got to figure out why our latest episodes are not posting to Apple Podcasts. It just seems to be the older episodes. I'll sort it out eventually. But please like, share, subscribe, give us a follow on Twitch. If you enjoy us, help us get going. It's going to, take some time, but we want to entertain. And you can get quality stuff like this. I mean, I could get some fancier cat ears too, if that helps.
That would,
That'd be wonderful. And hello, we have Maverick in the chat. As we usually do. It's nice to see you or see your words. I don't know.
Feel you in spirit.
But one of the things we do to get this podcast starting is we start off with a Florida man story. And what we do is we read the headline of what a Florida man has done, and we make up the story. I don't read the story. She doesn't read the story. None of us read the story. So all we do, find the headline, and we try to figure out how they ended up in this situation. It's fun. So on this date in 2000, a Florida man upset over a missing cookie attacked his girlfriend. Now.
Well, we all know what happened there. I mean,
yeah.
The cookie was missing. What do you want him to do?
And the question is, was this the last cookie, or was this a special cookie? Or was it an extra special cookie? Get yourself, maybe a little magic cookie. And he's like ready to get down, have himself a nice night, eat that cookie, get the munchies, have some Doritos, watch himself a little Naruto, maybe some, Dragon Ball Z, some Death Note, or maybe some professional wrestling. I don't know what his gimmick is. You're all excited. You go reach into that cookie jar. Bam. Not there. Or maybe his great grandma made him this cookie, and it's like a super secret recipe. And she just passed away. And it's the last cookie made by his grandma. And this is the last time he's ever going to be able to taste that amazing deliciousness.
That's rough.
Yeah. I think those are both highly probable situations.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't really need much besides bitch stole my cookie.
Doesn't Diane, always with a feminist point of view. All right. I guess that's the best we got for this story. I was hoping to drag this out a little longer, but it's kind of
Oh,
self-explanatory.
I'm sorry. Well, yeah. I mean, I can try and think of something extra for
Get
this
creative.
cookie. Okay. Maybe
Oh,
this
Maverick says
cookie.
he'll give you his last cookie.
Thank you. I don't like cookies, but
Yeah.
I would eat the shit out of that cookie.
Yeah.
But I totally forgot what I was saying.
I don't know.
Razzle dazzled. So
Razzle dazzle.
I'm being offered cookies. Last cookies.
It changes everything. Changes everything.
Yeah, I mean,
Last of grandma's cookies. Not like grandma's brand, but grandmama's,
my thought is this cookie was cursed.
Okay.
And
Okay, like where this is going.
the wife ate the cookie.
Mhm.
She went mad. He had no choice but to destroy his whole family, but nobody believes a cursed cookie. So this poor man, he didn't want anything to happen, even though she ate his last cookie. He was like, you know what? I can look past that. Holy crap, it's a cursed cookie. And then,
It's possible that one day he was super baked and he had the mad munchies.
Mhm.
And he was sitting there holding his cursed monkey paw. And he realized he had one wish left. But he realizes his other wishes have all gone awry because cursed monkey paw. That's how it works.
Mhm.
And he decided he wanted a cookie. He needed that cookie so bad. So he made that wish on the cookie. So that last finger goes down. And bam! The cursed cookie arrives. And he decides just simply to just take one chocolate chip off that cookie and try it. Because he knows there's always a curse involved. Bam! That's when grandma dies. Immediately after he eats that chocolate chip.
Mhm.
So now he realizes that negative consequences happen when eating this cookie. And now he has realized his wife has eaten this cookie. And he's in fear. He sees her eat the last bite. She starts foaming at the mouth, going mad. She starts attacking the children, attacking the neighbor, attacking his mom, her mom, the neighbor's mom. And he did what he had to do. He did what he had to do. And now he's actually saved the world from what kind of evil that was possessed deep within inside this cookie.
Yes, I mean, that's facts. You did read this story, didn't you, you son of a bitch?
What story?
Okay, never mind.
Did you write a story about a cursed monkey paw?
I was talking about just what we were doing in general, the Florida man.
Oh, no. I got you.
I was paying you a compliment to your beautiful story that you just spun so just easily and beautifully that I'm for sure that must be
this tale that I weaved.
Yes.
Yeah, you're glitching again.
Sorry. I don't know what to do about it.
Internet. Okay. I'm going to move past our Florida man because I ain't got a segue to it. Speaking of cursed cookies, We're drinking Chachi's margarita mix, or not margarita mix, but margarita cocktail. Or Chi-Chi's, not Chachi's. Chachi's is a delicious Mexican food here locally. Chi-Chi's is a margarita cocktail that cost me $11.99 here at the local liquor store. I've seen it different places. It seems to range between like $7.99 to $13.99. It's kind of top of the market wherever in various places. Like I said, the cheapest one I found was $7.99. It was online, so I'm sure you probably got to pay some shipping costs because it's like an online liquor store. But to be honest, do you really want to wait 5 to 10 days for some Chi-Chi? I don't.
I don't know yet. I haven't tasted it. Maybe.
I guess it depends on how the Chi-Chi tastes, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, it's got me on the name alone. any reason to say Chi-Chi, you know?
Yeah. So let me tell you a little about Chi-Chi's. So Chi-Chi's was a Mexican chain that currently is the only places that you can find them located is in Belgium, Luxembourg, Austria, United Arab Emirates, and Kuwait. So Chi-Chi's was originally established in 1975 in Richfield, Minnesota by Marno McDermott and Max McGee, former Green Bay Packer. They named the restaurant after McDermott's wife. Her nickname was Chi-Chi because apparently she must have been stacked. I don't know. That's the only reason why I would see she used to be called Chi-Chi. So they were started in 1975. The company's been sold multiple times. At one point, they were actually trying to get a trademark for the term salsification. I don't know why, but the U.S. Patent Office denied it or Patent and Trademark Office denied it because, I don't know, maybe somebody else has salsification.
Salsification.
But I got a lot of
like salsification.
Yeah, salsification. Yeah, you're saying it right. I don't know what salsification is supposed to mean, but they were denied the trademark. And this is because as the restaurant grew in popularity, they ended up with like 210 locations nationwide. I think they ended up going international as well. I got this off of Wikipedia, so some of this could be a little fudge. I don't know. I'm just going off of Wikipedia because it's hard to find a lot of information about Chi-Chi's. This was a struggle trying to find this information. But they started making some grocery products that were Mexican themed. One of their biggest market was making salsas.
Oh, so.
Yeah, so that's kind of what a salsification. But they had like tortillas and all kinds of other stuff. Later on, like I said, it's been sold multiple times. One of the latest people to own the franchise, they ended up having to file bankruptcy multiple times, and this is where my curse segue comes into play. So they filed for at least bankruptcy 3 times. Then in 2003, they caused U.S. history the biggest hepatitis A outbreak.
Why'd they go and do that, Justin?
Well, apparently, I don't know exactly. It didn't give us a whole lot of detail of how the whole thing happened, but it claimed 660 victims. There was 4 deaths, and the outbreak ended up being traced back to some green onions that were being served at these Chi-Chi's restaurants across the nation. I think I'm trying to remember. I forgot to write down the state where the main occurrence happened. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of the final draw. They end up filing for the last bankruptcy. They then ended up being picked up by another company, and that's how they ended up in just internationally: Belgium, Luxembourg, Austria, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait. They closed up shop here in the U.S. and Canada. That was in 2004. So there's no local Chi-Chi's anywhere. Then Outback Steakhouse actually purchased several of their properties for $4.2 million that are here in the U.S., but they didn't purchase any of the franchise or anything else. They just decided, now we just want the properties. We're going to serve some Australian, non-Australian steaks in there, bitch. So they spent $4.2 million, bought a bunch of places, slapped in an Outback Steakhouse, Chi-Chi's, yada here. Then the Mexican groceries, like the salsas, the tortillas, everything else, was purchased by Hormel. And now the only place you can find it is overseas. Didn't find any information on the actual margarita. Well, but it's still branded with Chi-Chi's. And it says it's the best margaritas start with Chi-Chi's. Actually, I find that the best margaritas end with Chi-Chi's, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey. But I keep going to go look at my bottle. Like I can also read the information, but mine's just.
But apparently, it's produced by Glenmore Distilleries in Owensboro, Kentucky, and that is the story of Chi-Chi's. You ready to taste this shit?
It was beautiful. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, everything came off of Wikipedia, so.
Oh, sorry if that's horrible to hear. I forget that I have a mic like right up on my face.
As you will notice, there's no salt around the rim. And I'm going to say it's because I want the purest taste possible from this beverage. So I decided not to get the kosher salt. Really, I just forgot. But we're going to say it's so we can get the purest taste. Because I want to give you the best review possible of this margarita mix. Well, margarita cocktail. I just want to call it margarita mix because, I mean, I don't know. That's just what I call it. And honestly, I'm just hoping that the Chi-Chi's story is actually cross-branded with this actual margarita, because I searched all over the damn place and I couldn't find anything really about this beverage. But Chi-Chi's also has a couple of other different cocktail mixes as well. So I don't know if just the brand name got picked up because of the margaritas and they decided to branch out, or if these were different drinks that were served in there. Because they had the margarita, they had an orange dreamsicle flavor, and something else. I don't know what it was. Probably like a mudslide or something like that. Those are always popular at those kind of restaurants. But I mean, it tastes good. It's not bad. Yeah. I can't say it's any better or any worse than like the Salsa brands or Jose Cuervo or any of the other margarita mixes, or margarita store-bought pre-mixed stuff. I mean, they all have that cheap Kool-Aid taste. They all do. All of them. I mean, and if you want a good margarita, you got to make it yourself. You got to get some limes. You got to get some lemons. You got to get some triple sec. You got to get your own quality tequila. Get some nice, clean agave nectar. You know, that's the only way you're going to get a good, high-quality margarita. But as far as, hey, man, I'm having some people over. We want to have margaritas. Bam, Chi-Chi's. Here you go. It's $11.99. It's cheaper than a lot of the other brands you find on the shelf. I think the most expensive one there was $15.99, and I think that was the Salsa brand. So, I mean, it gets the job done. It tastes good. You can have a nice little party. What? Well, okay, Maverick. Technically, since this is bottom shelf stuff, we usually don't do quality tequila in our margaritas.
I told you he's bougie.
I am bougie. Look at this. These cat ears. These cat ears have 100%. Oh, they're backwards. These cat ears have 100% pure cubic zirconia in the ears. God,
I thought I was gonna come out as the bougie one in my wonderful jacket, and here you are talking about like quality margaritas.
I got a
what you do is you get, if you want a quality margarita, is you get the Chi-Chis, and then you get some tequila, and then you add the tequila to the Chi-Chis, and then there you go.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's how you kick this up a notch.
You're welcome.
Bam! Look at that.
It's Sansa, whatever it is.
That's why you're the smart one and I'm the pretty one.
Exactly. But yeah. I can't think of a cheaper tequila, honestly. I don't drink tequila, so.
Well, the cheapest one is that. Do they still make the Albertsons brand? Or no, now isn't it? What brand is it? It's not Colson's. Because it used to be Albertsons brand.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But.
I don't know.
I don't know. But there used to be a nice cheap tequila, and it tasted freaking like turpentine.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I will always be the voice of reason on these matters, because sometimes Justin gets caught up. He puts on some sparkly cat ears and he forgets the bottom class. And sometimes I have to remind him, hey,
true.
Don't forget where you come from, man. That being said, I'm all about that chalice life now.
Yeah. If you missed out on how she got that chalice, if you check out last week's podcast, Princess and the Gangsta, you can see how she got her gold chains and her chalice, since it was her birthday. What? I have a feeling that I'm going to have a mean headache in the morning from all the sugar in this. It's pretty harsh.
Can you still hear me? I moved my mic further away because I'm self-conscious about all the slurping.
Oh, yeah, that sounds fine. Sounds perfect.
Because there's no other way to drink out of a chalice.
You have to slurp?
Mm. Oh, I don't know. I feel like if you hold it with two hands, like if you hold it like this, it takes away all the power of a chalice. You have to hold it like,
when you hold it with both hands, this is official basic white girl drinking coffee. Is like this.
I drink everything like that.
Well, that's the white side of you. That's what happens.
I got a little bit of that basic white. Just.
I mean, what can you do? You ready for some booze in the news?
Yes, booze in the news.
Booze in the news. Dun, 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 I don't know. News, music, booze in the news.
Oh yeah.
So this is a slight stretch. Okay, just bear with me. Just bear with me how there's booze included in the stories. But Las Cruces, this town that we live in, has been named 47th out of 50 happiest cities in the U.S. We've made the top 50 happiest cities in the U.S. out of 180 cities that were, I guess, polled or evaluated or whatever they did. So the article that I read came from onlyinyourcity.com. But the original article is from Wallet Hub, which is kind of a financial magazine, obviously. And the way they conducted the study is the metrics they went through was emotional and physical health well-being, income and employment, as well as community and environment. So they took these metrics, they ran some numbers. I don't know if they did some polls, they did a bunch of stuff and tabulated, and we became 47th. So in this article, apparently the main areas that we scored high in is well-being, emotional health and physical health, well-being, the community and the environment, because we got some pretty decent weather here. It usually doesn't get too hot. It doesn't get too cold, although it's been cold as balls lately. I guess it's not like freezing, but for the most part, our temperatures remain mild. Occasionally it gets super hot during the winter and it can be miserable, but it's usually not awful. And the other thing is the mental and physical well-being. That somehow it includes, because we got like these picturesque mountains and there's lots of places to go hiking, yada yada yada. I guess it helps with emotional health and well-being, because I mean we do have, our town is recessed in this nice valley, so you got this like almost mountain paintings, like especially like when it snows on the mountains and you get a nice sunset, it gets very picturesque. It gets pretty nice. I mean, it can be really nice. And you get a nice, like, or sometimes like at night you get a nice big full moon coming over and there's some clouds. I mean, there's some nice stuff about it. And there's some pretty cool hiking trails and, you know, stay fit, you know, stuff like that.
So did they factor in the meth or no?
I think they consider meth as the surrounding areas, not necessarily manufactured within the township.
Oh, okay.
But, of course, I don't know. Does the meth make you happier, or does it make you sadder?
Maybe.
Or does it? I mean,
maybe that's how it gets you. You know,
how does it balance on the scale? I don't know. But here's where it comes to booze in the news. Okay, all right. I'm getting to the booze part.
Mm-hmm.
Sit back. I got the booze handled.
Yeah.
So part of the thing is with community is we got breweries, wineries, vineyards, and a lot of these places they hold special events, and that's part of the category too. We get different events. Like there's lots of wine festivals, there's beer festivals. Apparently, Las Cruces is a stop and part of the New Mexico Ale Trail. I know they do a beer fest up at the fairgrounds normally when the world's not trying to end, and then I don't know. We got a lot of wine. We got a lot of vineyards and wineries surrounding us, and all those have different wine fests throughout the year.
I went to one wine fest. It cost $50 to get in, and I thought it was like, hey, I'm gonna pay $50 and then you can drink all the wine you wanted. And it was like, nah, you still have to. You have to pay for that shit, and also we're only giving you like this much.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I picked up some.
And I was like, oh, I spent so much money on this ticket.
When
I'm obviously bottom class.
when the world was ending, and I'm working the ambulance, I've picked up a lot of super drunk people from these wine fests. Of course, I don't know if they're paying extra or they're just hitting those free samples, just like making the rounds. Just
too much of a line. I would have been happy to have done that, except for I would have lost any kind of buzz.
I guess it probably depends on what time you get there. You know what I mean? Like if you get there early enough and there's not a lot of wines, you can just like kind of hit those samples real quick. And then like as things kind of settle down, it kind of forces you to just maintain your buzz. I don't know. I don't know if they like, hey, I saw you here earlier. Get the hell out. I don't know how it works. I've never been to a wine fest.
It was horrible. It was like, and then I basically paid $50 for a wine glass. Like I got there and I was like, and the girl was like, I actually stole one free, like, because I was like, all right, well, if you're gonna give us these small things, I'm gonna take the highest thing, like alcohol content or whatever. And then my little shot was supposed to be $3, and I just went, oh shit, I'm not trying to pay for this, and walked off. And she was just like, what is she gonna do? Be like, she was just like, oh.
You know, you're probably not the first person, you're probably not the last. But you know what?
And I was just like, you know what? It was already a shit show trying to get there. So I was like, I'm done.
I mean, you gotta keep the reputation. We're bottom class, you know. Gotta keep that bottom class going.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a fact. I'm bottom class. Like, I don't know how shit works. I thought I'm gonna go to this wine thing. I'm gonna get trashed.
For real.
It's like on the fairgrounds. I've had good times over there. Like, let's fucking go. And then it was
prepare to
okay. Preparing.
El Paso's #1 happiest city when Diane is with Maverick.
Goodness. My heart.
I feel nauseated now.
Lay it on him.
Shit. I think Maverick just gave me his diabetes with that shit. Too damn fucking sweet. Who knew diabetes was contagious?
Hmm?
So, like I said, we got the wineries, the breweries, because we got a couple of local, like, what do you call them? Artisan breweries. There's a couple here that make stuff locally, and there's some pretty good stuff. De La Vegas has some good. I like their pecan ale. What the hell's the name of that place? Mountain some damn thing. There's a handful of little local breweries here that got some good stuff.
Justin,
and then
if you keep talking like this, I'm gonna have to challenge you to a bottom class test.
What?
You're talking about going to De La Vegas. You're talking about going to all these local breweries and shit. What are you doing?
Well, sometimes you got to impress people on occasion.
Yeah. Not me.
I mean, granted, when I usually go, I spent the last of my paycheck, but I mean, it's not that often. Like, I've been to De La Vegas like 3 times in the, I don't know, however many years they've been here. Because that shit's expensive. But the point is, I'm trying to say Las Cruces has nice places to get drunk at. What's more bottom class than that? They have a cup. They have. That's what the article says. The national article says, "Come to Las Cruces. There's nice places to get drunk." And then now the downtown like upgraded.
Here, though, you know that's not true.
Well, yeah, it's for tourists and shit. Look, man, I'm not honestly buying into
Las Cruces to get drunk. You might find a good house party or like a child's birthday party because there is always food at children's birthday parties here.
Oh yeah. And
I've been
house or two.
The drunkest at kids' birthdays here. It is insane.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Yeah.
We also got some museums if you need like cultural stuff and art and heritage. Like we got the Farm and Ranch, we got the Railroad Museum. Now, Farm and Ranch, I've been there a couple of times for like other random shit. I never went to actually see the things. You got like a little convention center inside there. But the Railroad Museum is dope because when I was doing these 40-hour film challenges before the world's trying to come to an end, the group of filmmakers I work with out in El Paso, Real Bravo Studios, you can find them on YouTube. That's Real, REEL, Bravo Studios. We do some 48-hour film challenges. We post our short films up on the YouTube later on after they get entered into the festival. But we were filming outside of the Railroad Museum, and we were filming like there was a caboose right there that's kind of locked up, and they don't let you inside normally. But the lady that was like running the place comes out, and I thought she was going to tell us we need to leave or whatever. We can't be there. Now she comes out and she sees that we're making a film, and she tells us she'll unlock the gate and we can use the inside of the caboose that's in there. We can film inside there. We can film on the outside of the thing. We can even film inside the museum if we wanted to. And we did. We made the best of it. We used a lot of that area at the Railroad Museum for that film. And they were more than happy to encourage local filmmakers creating art. And I got to give them a shout. The Railroad Museum here, awesome. Heritage Museum, I don't know. They got cows and shit.
Yeah, you can stick your hand in one. It's great. No, that's the Farming Ranch. What's the Heritage?
The Farm and Ranch Heritage Museum.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because the heritage of farming and ranching.
They have like one of those cows. I don't know how many cows out there they are like this, but it has a hole in its stomach. And you like put a glove on and you get to like grab some hay out and then, plop it back in there.
Be like, are you hungry? Now you're really hungry, bitch. I feel like that's kind of a really dick move to do. Be like, you just keep eating, bitch. But you ain't gaining weight. You ain't getting full. I'm just going to keep taking it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy to think that there's an animal out there just with a hole in it. And like part of its purpose is just to have like elementary school kids stick its hands in its body and then pull shit out and then plop it back in.
That is some pretty weird stuff. It really is.
I mean, that's not its whole purpose, but I mean, obviously they did it for some sort of studies on cow digestion or whatever.
Yeah. That was the original goal. Now it's just for kids to
stick their hands in and pull stuff out.
Well, I mean, there's some learning, there's some education going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't tell PETA about it, whatever you do. Not too late.
I mean,
what can you do? Things happen. All right. So,
instead of drinking like this, I decided to drink like this.
I don't even know what that is.
The same. It's just as bad, if not worse.
You totally ruined the gangster vibe.
I'm no longer gangster.
Put
I
your
guess.
sunglasses back on at least. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, yeah. Swear to God.
All right.
That's.
Where's my rope?
I don't know. You left it here, and I brought it back to you. Where's your gold rope?
I don't know, man. Oh, did you notice that like my set was obviously designed around like me staying in one place? Because there's like
Hey man, whatever works. All right. Now, I got two things to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
One, I've decided I'm going to go ahead and get vaccinated for the global bastard. And
don't you have to?
I don't have to.
Oh, I thought since you're like medical personnel, I thought they were gonna.
No, they just they roll it out to medical personnel and people at risk first. And then I also got some information about the Taco Maniac saga that happened last week's podcast. So, what would you prefer first? The update on the thing that went down with Taco Maniac, or with the vaccine situation?
Vaccine.
Okay. I don't have that much.
Huh? Which ones? Just never mind. Vaccine.
All right, fine. The vaccine is going to be a little bit shorter because I haven't gotten it yet. But since I work as a medic, so healthcare personnel, they decided, I guess the vaccines are just barely starting to roll in right now. And the other day when I was at work, they asked me, do I want to get this vaccine yet? And at first I was like, no, I'm going to wait and see how this plays out. Because honestly, I tend to be one of those people that I'm not the first one to do anything as far as like I don't jump on anything as far as the newest whatever, whether it's medical, the newest iPhone, I like to let things work the bugs out and kind of see how things play out first before I decide to subjugate myself to this product. Call it cautiousness, call it whatever you want, but I was going to hold out a little bit. Then I was kind of starting to think about it. I was like, oh, well, okay. They got the vaccines rolling out. I can be one of the first people to take said vaccine. And I have a podcast. So I started thinking, you know what? I'll do this vaccine. Then I'll talk about what's happening, how it makes me feel, kind of give people the information. I got a platform, might as well do it. And then I can talk about it, then maybe help other people decide if they really want to get the vaccine or not. And then secondly, I just got curious because if you go back to our podcast, Pandemic Perils, where we both talked about our experiences having COVID, I had a very interesting experience. Apparently, now I can smell COVID. The smell of it apparently gives me an energy boost, and I feel like it's weird. So because I had such a interesting experience with COVID, because like everybody seems to have like a different experience. Most seem to be negative one way or the other. Like there's a lot of people that never got their sense of smell back. They haven't got the sense of taste back. Obviously, there's people that have died. There's so many things that seem to affect people. Apparently, this thing has doing its damnness to make me vegan. I'll get to that part here in just a minute. But
I
would say
skipping over the whole like.
I'm kind of giving the brief overview, but I would say for the most part, my illness was, except for being sick itself, was a positive experience. Like since I've gotten over it, I feel like I got more energy than I've had before. I've lost some weight. It's kind of changed the way I eat because like I no longer have a desire to eat anything in like package that has a lot of bunch of preservatives and stuff like that. It doesn't sound appealing to me. But the shocking thing is so I've been buying this chorizo for a little while now, and I've been like, this is the best damn tasting chorizo I've ever tried in my entire life. And the other day I was like really craving a burrito with just potatoes, beans, and chorizo and cheese in it. So I made this burrito, and it tasted bloody amazing. That chorizo still just is really good. I went to the store the other day. I bought some more chorizo. Noticed that the packaging, the coloring on the packaging is slightly different. So I read said packaging. The newest one I bought is pork. The ones that I've been buying are soy. I've been like digging soy chorizo like for a while. I'm not talking I've had one. I've bought 3 packages, maybe 4, and I've eaten all of them and I've loved it. I've hated soy products for the longest time. Like most stuff that has soy has always been, I've always been like, oh, this tastes like ass. But yeah, apparently soy chorizo is better than anything I've had as far as chorizo goes. And I bought the pork one. I haven't tried it yet. So we're going to see. I might eat this pork chorizo and go, damn it, I'm going to have to go back to the store and buy some more soy chorizo. It surprised me.
Yeah.
It surprised me. Because even as it is, like, I don't, like hamburger meat hasn't tasted very good to me. Like the only meats that really taste decent to me that I enjoy is chicken. I did have some of Mom's brisket today, and it tasted pretty decent. Like it still was good. But I noticed, like normally I could eat a decent amount of brisket. I had a couple slices of brisket, and I was like, you know what? I'm good. So I don't know, man. Some weirdness going on with all that.
Yeah, I haven't been wanting to eat like, not that like meat's harsh, but like steaks I have a hard time eating. Like
I haven't tried eating a steak yet. You know me. I love good steak.
Yeah. I mean, I love steak. Steak is like my favorite.
Yeah.
Give me some steak and milk. Like that's my favorite.
Or a milk steak.
When I was a kid, like we used to, I think it was on Mondays, but we used to eat steak every Monday and watch Stargate, and I would always drink milk. So like steak and milk is like my I don't know, it just makes me think of
That's
Stargate
an interesting
SG-1 and just like that was like my favorite thing when I was a kid.
That's an interesting combo.
Steak and milk.
Steak and milk. That's interesting. Did you freeze?
Steak and milk.
I think you're frozen.
Maybe.
Oh, there you go. You moved.
Well, if I'm not moving, I mean, I'm dancing and having a lovely time.
Oh yeah, you're frozen. You're glitching. So all that is why I decided, I'm gonna try this vaccine. As soon as I actually get the vaccine, because they want us to do the vaccine on the first day of our day off, which would be a Monday when we do this podcast. Oh, are you even still there? Mm-mm. Is it my connection or yours that went down? Are we still live? Okay. I can hear you. You're
You
kind
can't hear
of.
me?
Oh, there you go. There you go. It's starting to come back. Don't know what happened. Don't know what happened. I think your internet's failing. It's failing, Diane. So, but all that is the reason why it's hard to get the vaccine. I'm going to go ahead and whenever I get the vaccine, I'm going to talk about how it makes me feel, the first round, the second round. So, like I said, we're doing it the first days, and that's going to be on Mondays. So, if you're interested in how the vaccine could possibly make you feel, tune in. I'll give you at least my experience. I can't say that you're going to have the same experience because, like I said, this whole pandemic seems to affect people so differently. So differently. I've heard so many different things from so many different people. It's very odd. And those are just the people that know they've had it. Because you also got to think there's lots of people that have no idea they've ever had this thing.
So are you like afraid at all for like?
I honestly, I'm a bit nervous.
Because there is a part of me that is kind of like, is this going to be something that we find out in like 10 years fucked people up really bad?
To be honest, I'm actually more concerned about the amount of cavicide and various chemicals we're using to clean up our ambulances and everything else. I mean, we are getting heavily exposed to various cleaning agents. I'm pretty sure 10 years from now, there's going to be lawyer ads being like, oh, were you an essential worker? Do you now have COVID epithelioma, whatever cancer? If so, call Jackass and Johnson. We're here to represent you.
Yeah.
I can just see that happen.
Like, part of me is like, I'm going to pass. Like, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but part of me is like the fact that this thing is rushed so much. I'm kind of like, hey, maybe I'll take a second. I'll let the first one.
That was my thought originally too. Like I said, I usually like to let things play out. I don't like to jump in and buy or participate in anything that's like first round. But for the love of science and clicks, I'm gonna get the vaccination. So
yeah, clicks. I'm like, for the love of science, you can get paid for like things like this. I'm like, for clicks.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, if it all works out, we're gonna get paid from this too. I don't know. And a lot's also curiosity because, like I said, you know, I had this very unique experience with it. So, I mean, might as well give it a try, right? But now talking about uncertain things. So, if you've watched the previous podcast or saw it live, you will know there's somebody that jumped in the chat and hit on me a little bit. Apparently, they wanted me and Diane to have a slow dance, which was kind of weirded me out. And then out of nowhere,
to save it. Like, I awkwardly, for some reason, thought like, "Hey, I'm gonna just throw out that he's single and that you know." I don't know. In my head, I was like, I don't know what to do in this situation.
Yeah, and then he. I still don't know. There's still some mystery wrapped up in this thing.
Okay.
Then later on, a few messages down, it says, "I want you to stick your tongue in my mouth, big guy." And I was like, what? And it kind of flustered me. It kind of threw off the last bit of my vibe that I was trying to state. I was trying to get into a topic talking about various like wine etiquettes and gifting and all this shit because it was her birthday. And I gave her some fortified wine, some good old fashioned MD 2020. What?
Killed me.
So I gave her some MD 2020 for her birthday, along with the gold chain and the pendant and some sunglasses. You know, give her that whole thug life vibe. So I went out. We did all that. And she drops that whole, I want your tongue in my mouth, big guy. And I was like, what? And then she said, DM me after the show. So out of curiosity, because I wasn't sure if it was like one of my friends messing with me, somebody I know, what is it? Because if you go to her the profile, I'm going to go with her because what I was told is that she is a she. I honestly don't know, but you go to the profile that she has on Twitch, there's nothing there. It's just pretty much it's there so she can watch. She doesn't stream, nothing else. Or maybe she did stream at one point. I have no idea. So I DM'd her and we talked back and forth a little bit. And I kind of kept it calm. Like every once in a while, she would say some stuff that was like a little racy. And I don't know where she was trying to go, but I don't know what's going on, so I ain't going to say anything like too ridiculous. She gave me some information. She gave me a name. She gave me a location, and she gave me a career. I don't know if that's actually accurate because I could have been being catfished. And like I was saying, I watched a lot of episodes of Catfish. So I kept chatting with her. I chatted with her for about 2 days. And then the last message I sent was, hey, I don't mean to be rude, but can we chat on a different social media site? One, because I was like, oh, this is weird. You know what I look like. You know what I sound like. You know everything. I don't know nothing about you. So I was like, hey, let's chat on, I don't know, Messenger, Twitter, whatever. Let me get some information. And that was the last message I sent. Never got back to me. She hasn't DM'd me. Nothing. So I have no idea. I don't know if I offended her, whatever, but it just ended. Because, like I said, I DM'd her.
Sounds like you're just talking to like a catfish, bro. Like
exactly. That was my thought. But then I thought, I kind of wish I would have just kept it going because then I thought, what if I kept this thing going, did the whole catfish thing, get on the show Catfish, then I can promote the podcast and the whole Perico Productions thing. Like, it could be a whole thing. I could wear the merchandise on the show. We could talk because that's how it all happened. It was through the podcast. And then we started talking. We shared personal information. I was falling in love. She didn't want to meet. She didn't want a video chat. Blah, 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 blah. But now it ended.
So you were going to use this poor catfish for your own personal gains.
Yeah. if you're going to catfish me, let's... Time to play the game. I wish I could have drawn the Triple H beard thing. Mm-hmm.
If I could do that, I would totally do that. But I would just because I would love to drink chalice and just.
Yeah, well, we saw you attempt that once before, and it was a huge fail. Huge fail.
Believe me, I try it every time I shower. It's not going to happen. I need a YouTube video. There's probably a tutorial out there I could watch.
A tutorial on how to spit water up in the air.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be. There has to be.
You know what?
There's no way there isn't.
That's going to be the next YouTube project. We're going to start making how-to videos of doing dumbass shit. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to teach you how to spit water like Triple H. Maybe we'll even build a little wrestling ring, everything. We'll go all out. Or wrestling-like ring. Because it's still bottom class. I mean, we'll get like some bungee cords and I don't know, some posts. I'll lay out a sheet. We'll do something.
Yeah.
We'll get you a beard. We'll yeah. We'll have to. Maybe I'll talk to Billy, see if maybe he can make some like Triple H sounding music, but it's a couple keys off, so it's not perfect. I'll get some flashlights with some green paper tape to it so we can make it look like the Triple H entrance. We'll go all out on a budget, and we'll take it one step at a time, and we'll document the whole process.
There is nothing on this earth I would like more than to just have a janky Triple H walkout for once in my life. Like, that would be great. That'd be great.
We'll work on it one step at a time.
We'll do some backyard wrestling.
Yeah.
We'll get a couple people. I don't know who. But I'm sure we could find some people to wrestle in our backyard.
We'll ask on Sammy. She could be Rey Mysterio.
Of course.
Yeah. We'll go all out. Oops. Maybe
So
I'll play
I'm Triple H, who are you?
I'll be CM Punk. I'm not going to be CM Punk. I'll be Hornswoggle.
No, that's delightful. I would love for you to be Hornswoggle. Sammy could be Hornswoggle.
Yeah, but it'd be funny if I was Hornswoggle. She's Rey Mysterio. I mean, she is at least part Mexican after all. Because if I did it, it'd be cultural appropriation if I was Rey Mysterio. Oh, Maverick, who are you?
True.
You'll be the Great Khali. That's who you are. You're the Great Khali.
I do love the Great Khali. Don't know why he thinks you'd be the Great Khali, but
he's missing her toe. And Great Khali walks like he's missing a toe. Bam! There you go.
I mean, you heard the man, I guess. I love the Great Khali, and also Great Khali walks like he's missing a toe. There you go.
I was almost going to say Carlito, but there's no way. Yeah, there's no way Maverick can move like Carlito. He's going to move like the Great Khali.
No, I bet.
Or maybe Andre the Giant, not in his prime, like WrestleMania 3.
No, out of everyone you mentioned, I feel like Carlito.
Just because he has the hair, but he doesn't have the mobility of Carlito. Carlito's a cologne, man.
Don't be cool or whatever it's called, or don't want to be cool. My bad. Don't want to be cool.
The Apple thing? Yeah, but Maverick, what do you know about being cool? I mean, that's right. I called you out. Oh, that was such a dick move. Ooh.
Yeah, come join us in the chat so Justin can
Yeah, I'll compare you to whatever wrestler you are. Maybe you'll get a good one. Maybe you'll be Hornswoggle.
That's the best one.
Actually, you know what? I'd be the Miz.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a little Miz-like. This Margarita stuff. Yeah, it's what
is happening? I'm hooked on things.
it's getting very like I can just
Old?
taste a lot of the syrup of it.
Yeah. I mean, any kind of margarita mix thing is going to taste like crap after like
True.
one chalice. One chalice of margarita is enough. Like,
I haven't even gotten all the way to the end of this one.
but like I said, if you get your own tequila and throw some more in there, it freshens it up, livens up the place.
Just kicks it up a notch. Bam! Emerald style.
What you need to do is you need to dilute this with tequila. And then
Yes.
you'll be
Delight and dilute your chichi with a little extra tequila.
Speaking of chalice life, one thing of Mad Dog is 3 chalices.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's interesting. I feel like we're learning stuff today.
Yeah, that's how I measure stuff, is by chalices these days.
You know, that's a good form of measurement. Who needs cups, tablespoons, cc's? You know, milliliters. Well, milliliters and cc's is the same. Liters, chalices. It's good measurement.
It is. It's my life now.
1 chalice. 2 chalice. 3 chalice. All right.
That made me feel like I should transform into my bat.
It's your Batman robe. Nice. All right. Well, I have burned through my topics. We've burned through our booze in the news. I hope people are appreciating our Christmassy background because, you know, Christmas is coming up. This weekend, I'm heading off to Phoenix for a Muay Thai competition. I won't be competing, but my son will be because I was doing the fighting stuff and I'm getting tired of dislocating my shoulder. That shit hurts. So, you know what? Pass that on to the younger kids. Let's quit throwing punches and let's start with the punch lines. You know, that's what I'm saying. No more punches to the face. So we're gonna do that. I'll probably talk about how things went down at that Muay Thai tournament next week. It's gonna be getting ready for Christmas time, so try to come up with Christmas ideas, maybe do some Christmas themes, drink some eggnog. I know we'll figure something out, make it a little festive. Oh, New Year's Eve. This is the official announcement. New Year's Eve. We are going to be doing a 24-hour live stream on Twitch. We'll be doing some games. We'll do some watch-alongs. We're going to watch The Hunt for the Skinwalker Ranch. We're going to watch a short film. You can Google it. Just Google Space Movie 1992. You will see the title, and you'll see why I'm not going to say it. We're going to stream that movie. Well, I'm not going to stream the movie because apparently there's some stuff that happens in said film that would get our Twitch channel deleted, as well as YouTube. So we're going to do some watch along. We're not going to actually stream the video itself because I've been working really hard for this and I don't want this deleted. We're going to stream that. I mean, we're going to do watch along with that. We're going to do some games. We're going to just be all around jackasses for 24 hours. As soon as we get the times nailed down, I will make an official announcement. I'm going to post it everywhere. 24-hour live stream. It's going to go through New Year's Eve. Likely, we're going to end shortly after midnight on New Year's Day, technically. So it'll be New Year's Eve, midnight strikes, bada bing, bada boom. Everybody celebrates, and we'll call it a night.
Tell them what games we're going to play.
We're going to do some horror games. I believe we're going to do some Layers of Fear, maybe some Five Nights at Freddy. We're gonna do Dragon Age. We're gonna do some Smash Brothers.
Are we doing Dragon Age?
I don't remember if we decided Dragon Age. That was suggested. I don't have my list.
Mortal
Gonna do
the
we're gonna play some Mortal Kombat, definitely.
11.
11, yeah, Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
On the Xbox, we're gonna play some Switch stuff.
Probably some Castlevania.
Yeah, some Castlevania. I believe I'll probably do some retro streaming too. Do some various Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games, maybe some Metroid. Definitely gonna get the horror games in. So 24 hours, like I said, gaming, watch-alongs, us acting like jackasses. Jump on the chat, ask us anything. You can jump in, tell us what we're doing wrong in the game, talk shit, whatever. It's going to be a fun time. 24 hours of just nonsense gaming. Probably gonna make Diane watch some Catfish. Definitely gonna make her watch some Catfish. I'm gonna select some of the episodes that I enjoyed watching. Maybe some other random episodes. A handful of episodes of Catfish. We may even watch Heroes of Wrestling. Do a watch along with that, because that's a shit show and a half. I think that'll be fun. That we might be able to stream. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it, make sure it's not copyrighted. But that we might actually put in the stream. I'll figure it out. But got lots of fun random ideas coming up throughout the live stream. We're still doing the planning, but like I said, New Year's Eve, 24 hours of bottom class on the bottom shelf, gaming, talking shit, having fun, jump in the chat, do whatever
We'll be
want.
drinking the full 24 hours because nobody's trying to die. But
yeah, I'll have
there
some.
will
I'll have some
bottom class segments.
Yes, there will be some beverages randomly thrown out. Maybe we'll do random reviews in between. I'll get a couple of different cheap boozes. You know, maybe every couple of hours we'll do a quick review. We're still working out the details, but like I said, New Year's Eve, 24 hours of bottom class shenanigans. Please join us. It'll be lots of fun. We'll be back next week. I got my breathalyzer. Diane can't do it because obviously we're not in the same room. What can I tell you? So I've had one of these cups of the Chi-Chi's Margarita. I've actually had a couple of shooters because we do one before we start the stream. We got to do a little cheers, you know, good luck, stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and bust out this breathalyzer because one of the things I like to encourage, drink, have fun, but do it safely. Don't be driving around drunk AF, you know, killing yourself and others. Just saying. Have fun, but do it safely. Let's see where I'm at right now. Ooh. How do I always end up at a 0.58? I always end up at a 0.58.
Like, you say you have these COVID superpowers, maybe like
That's when my alcohol level just stops.
Yeah.
There's a 0.58.
Can't get you can just get to 0.
I don't know.
Facts.
I have no idea.
Because my superpower is figuring out other people's superpowers. So that's just
true.
Part of the lore. At it.
I am legit a little worried about getting vaccinated. But like I said, COVID was a very interesting experience for myself. If you want to hear the in-depth discussion that me and Diane had our COVID experiences, go to Pandemic Perils. It's on YouTube at the Paraco Productions channel, and you can hear all about the weirdness that have happened. If you want to see a little bit more about what happened during the Taco Maniac saga, you can find that on last week's episode, Princess and a Gangsta. I had trouble trying to decide what I'm going to call that episode because stuff happened. Yeah, stuff happened. Lots of stuff happened. But I guess we're going to bring this to a close. It's been fun. I enjoy anybody that's jumped in and watched us. I hope to see you next week. And like I said, jump in the chat. We love to interact, throw questions, throw suggestions, whatever you want. Jump in that chat. Say some off-the-wall shit. We'll definitely talk about it. Right now we're doing a restream because we're not here, and it's easier to do the restream for the live chat. Otherwise, I use Streamlabs, so I can't always go ahead and bring this up like that. I just can't because Streamlabs doesn't have that ability. But this has been Best of the Bottom. We're bottom class people drinking bottom shelf booze. Please like, share, subscribe, join our family. You can find us at Paraco Productions. You can see the website below. We do have some merch. Eventually, we'll be wearing the merch. I'll be showing it off in time. But this is a new thing. I just started the website. We also have links to all the social media, which is mostly my social media because Diane doesn't really do much with the social media. Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, it's all there at paracoproductions.com. There's a little bit about ourselves, what we do, and everything else. Also, let's not forget Letters to Kevin, KLG Foundation. You can find them at hairheathens.com. It is a lovely foundation created by a friend of mine. Her brother passed away, and they wanted to honor his legacy. He was a cosmetologist. He's done a lot within the business over 30 years. And what they've done is the school that he went to, which was Ogle Cosmetology Schools in Dallas, Texas, they have a foundation to where they award scholarships of $1,000 to those that are interested in going to school, being a cosmetologist, being a barber, nails. You know what cosmetology is? Makes you look pretty. It's a lovely art form, and we all need it because otherwise we're going to be walking around like some ugly mother in this town. You know what I'm saying? So please, if you can, donate, help some people out, help them acquire their dream. The foundation gives $1,000, and the school, Ogle Cosmetology Schools in Dallas, Texas, also gives $1,000. So it's $2,000 to people that are awarded the scholarship so they can realize their dreams. So if you want to help them out, go to hairheathens.com if you want to donate. If you are passionate about cosmetology and that is your art form and you want to go to school there and you live in the Dallas area or you want to move to Dallas, you can go to the website, hairheathens.com, fill out the application, fill out the essay, and you could be awarded a $2,000 scholarship for that cosmetology school. Like I said, best to bottom class people, please like, share, subscribe, join our family. We need you guys. We love you. Come and support, and we'll see you next time. And join us on New Year's Eve. 24 hours. 24 hours. Things are going to get weird. I get delirious. My filter, I don't have a filter as it is. That filter gets terrible. I'm going to say some stupid shit. So if you want to see me say some stupid shit, join us on that 24-hour live stream. So, good night.
I may also say some stupid shit.
Yeah. Come watch us say stupid shit and play some
entertaining
games. So, have a good night, and I hope I see you next time. Tastes pretty good.